AV provider. Data house 1, do you know this person? No, I don't. You go to the next one. No, still don't know. Good news. So effectively, the more data the more access to data that you've got, the more likely you are in order to match that individual. Matching an individual means you've got a new customer, as opposed to if you get the first negative and you don't cascade, that customer doesn't get verified, and you don't get, not only you don't get that sale, but you don't get the lifetime value out of that customer. So that's cascading. And just to give an example of what cascading looks like, on the left-hand side, we've got a web shopper. They're going through a company called Vape Liquids. Apologies if there is a real Vape Liquids. That wasn't, no similarity intended. This person's going through a shopping experience. As you can see, there's no interact. This is us, and this is the back end. This is the client. This is their portal. At the moment, nothing is happening. There's no AV happening at the moment. You're just observing the normal experience of shopping online. So I'm filling in all the details, putting in my payment details. It's not my real card. Little consent thing here saying I know AV is going to take place. That's dynamic. If you're buying something that doesn't have any AV, that doesn't pop up. It's thinking. There we go, it's thinking, it's coming to us. We're having a look at it. We're cascading, didn't hit first, didn't hit the second. Hit the third, great. And basically what you see then, the information goes onto the portal. You're getting a change, got a new item in, nice and simple, completed, verified. That's the happy path. That's when everything works out. And generally that's, like 4/5 of businesses is happening like that. The customer will have, apart from that tick box where it says, yes, I want to do AV, there's no extra friction. So orchestration is when you sort of go up a level in terms of complexity. We've got our sort of 3 data providers that are part of the cascading, but now we're going to introduce new types of methods for if we get a fail on all 3, we go, right, okay, we don't want to lose that customer, so we're going to interact with the customer now. So there's frictions now starting to be involved, but it's going to be worthwhile because we want to pick up this customer and not lose them. And it can be customer choice. The customer can say, right, I want to use a solution that is based on inferred age verification. i.e., have you got, for example, credit card? Have you got something that's only issued to to somebody over 18? No, I haven't. We're going to do a facial analysis. Oh, I just happen to look very young for my age. That doesn't work. And I just threw this in for why not. This is a voice analysis and it works. So back to the client. So that's orchestration. Extra level of complexity because you've got more methods, more different types of methods, and you've got customer choosing which ones they want to do. The reason we do that after the data cascade is if you just have a single method and you ask the customer to choose, you get abandonment. Whereas if you go through a first check with data, it's behind the scenes, it's frictionless, there's no abandonment. So the abandonment becomes a smaller proportion of your age verification, which therefore means more customers and more money. So in practice, we've done the check. Oops, preempted that one, there we go. Right, so this is the orchestration happening. In this particular case, I chose to use a credit card because I've registered a debit card, that's not good enough. So I'm going through a credit card solution and I'm going to verify myself. This is a dummy project, so you won't see the verified by Visa, or you won't see the extra layer of protection. This is a demo, but effectively that goes in place. So what we're doing is proving that that individual has access to that card It was the one that was issued to them. And as you see, we went from on hold whilst that was working to complete. This is obviously API as well, but the customers can see on the portal what's happening. And that's more or less what we do in e-commerce. That's more or less how we age verify and plug into the platforms. There's obviously other offline processes that have to take place to accommodate the e-commerce environment. So customers might have a habit of just walking away. Oh, I've got to do credit card, I'll do that later. You need to be able to accommodate customers making their own choices as how they're going to interact. So email and SMS reminders need to be sent to those individuals saying, look, you've bought something, but you've not completed an AV. You can keep that open for a certain length of time, but obviously if they never come back, you can't deliver that good. You haven't, so it's non-compliant. So you need to be able to automatically cancel orders and do the refunds. I say automatic. If you imagine having to do this in the thousands every day, you don't want to be doing this on a manual basis. And then we provide other solutions for customers, such as client-assisted age verification, i.e. somebody phones up and says, I can't verify, and you can provide a portal for your client to walk them through and help them do an age verification. And then we've got reporting, such as performance indicators, reporting, and communication configuration. Optimization of age verification is important because it can if done wrong, it can potentially reduce the number of customers that you have on your platform. And it's customers, it's not just about the shopping cart, it's about lifetime of the customer. So finally, service and support, obviously a big requirement from a lot of our bigger clients. We don't just provide the technology, we support our customers. Reporting is important. Quite often we've found something go wrong on a client site that they weren't aware of. When we see a match rate drop, we make sure that we sort of inform our customers and let them know what's happening. So our ethos is that we're providing a service and not a technology. And that's how we do AV in e-commerce. Yes?
Can you just say a bit about how you measure compliance?
We use the likes of Tony to measure our compliance.
Could you repeat the question for people at home?
Sorry, Laura from the International Alliance of Responsible Drinking. Can you just say a bit about how you verify compliance?
Yes, so we don't do it ourselves. We get ourselves audited against standards. So we have currently we have the sort of PAS 1296, do the ISO 27001. Very keen, as soon as the other standards, the international standards for AV are created, then we'll be audited against those as well. I think it's really important that we don't have the attitude, trust us, it's trust them who are neutral. Yeah.
Hi, it's Sebastian from Polygon ID. In your demo, where the user ticked the box and you are searching that user in a number of databases, what is the identifier that you use to search the user in the databases? Because each e-commerce is going to have a different authentication method, different users, right? So how you find that record in the database?
So what we're matching against is the information that's provided to the e-commerce platform in that initial first check.
So it's like name, surname?
Name, address. Some e-commerce platforms will have date of birth, many do not. So you utilize that information source first, because then you have a zero friction age verification. So it's only when you don't get a match that you actually ask for interaction with that client.
So you're keeping databases with all this information plus age on your site? No.
We don't hold any personal data. Once we've done a age verification, we remove that data from our system. We are an anonymized age verification platform. We will interact with people who hold data on individuals, but we don't hold data.
Okay, thank you.
Any more for any more?
How integrated are you currently with, basically, like in your example, they went through the credit card payment process. Are you able to ping them just directly to keep it as frictionless as possible? Or is that something that if you don't have now, like you're planning to have?
No, yeah, we can do that. We do that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Good.
Thanks very much, Alistair.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for listening.
We've got a break from showcases now with Meta coming in to do a presentation in about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, no, definitely. How interesting, yeah, because we work with the sort of big global brands, so like your sort of Heineken's, Carlsberg, Moët Hennessy, America, yeah, and AB InBev as well, one of our members. Where are you based in real life? A bit outside Manchester. Oh, perfect. We're just in Soho, so we should have a proper conversation. It'd be really nice to talk further. Because I was just thinking, we have a lot of stuff with e-commerce as well. So like, see all our selling online. We have these sort of global standards we developed with like Foods and all our companies are signed up to it. But my question goes back to you, when that international standard comes in, presumably that's something that all the e-commerce platforms should be measuring and evaluating against as well. How does that work in practice? Who does the actual evaluation?
So Tony Allen's company,
They would actually do that with the
the process is that every country in the world has a accreditation service. So we have the UK accreditation service, UCAS, and then you actually have 40 assessment bodies, who are the auditors, get approved by UCAS to then carry out the audit. So it's all within a sort of a structure which is replicated in every country around the world. And we would, so you can either say to companies, whether it's advertising platforms or your direct members, you need to be independently certified, or they can just say, well, we're using a certified company, in which case you might say you don't need to do that. But I think in some cases they're doing a little bit on their own. They might be doing some initial age assurance internally, and then perhaps for the more difficult cases, they're asking a third party to help out, then you might actually get certification for both. Because the companies,
like a nice way to do it, I think, but it's a kind of as clean a way, or associated with an international
very
standard.
much, yes, exactly. So we've got the IEEE standard now, we're just figuring out that now that's approved. The ISO standard is probably still, we hope to be maybe more like 18 months away. So, but the IEEE standard has all the core key parts of it. So Tony will be able to certify against that, hopefully within a month or 2 months.
So we should be, I think, we should be quite keen around that, because I think
Yes.
getting all our e-com partners together, which is like JD.com in China, Uber Eats obviously global now, everybody, because I think a lot of people are trying to work out how to do the evaluation, and that was my question about compliance. They're like,
And the great thing about
do like
certification,
do a bit of mystery shopping, and that's about
the
it.
certification scheme can put some pressure on the zone of the standards as well. So the standards are signed off and maybe every 3 to 5 years, but things obviously keep changing. So there's a bit of discretion with the certification bodies to adapt, and it may be that in talking to particular clients in particular industries, not all questions are perfectly applicable. So Tony will adapt his certification accordingly. Yeah, I mean, as we were, you remember the work the AVK did with IRD on trying to persuade all the radical proposal, apparently.
Yeah, well now we just got, we're going, hopefully going to make an announcement in a few weeks' time when we've got the sort of leading platforms to sign up to enhancing age so that people can have confidence in the advertising lists that are being bought and also showing. So Google, Meta, Pinterest, X, Snap, to say not only are we assuring age and we want to provide confidence to stakeholders that that is the case, is also what we're launching alongside it is what we're deeming as kind of their version of a transparency to really evidence what are the processes they have in place to assure age. Because I think the issue is, if it goes back to marking your own homework, no, nothing to see here, it's all in place, and then it's kind of like, well, no, tell us what it is, and then the next stage will be that third party verification that's needed.
And that really is the first part of the audit process anyway.
Exactly.
You do your own report and you answer the questions yourself, and you can hand that to the auditor when they come in, they check that what you're doing is actually the same thing. So, but yeah, we're very close to being able to do that with a modern standard now.
Yeah, no, it sounds really
Go on that
interesting.
very soon. I think these are 10 and 15-day audits for the biggest company you can imagine, so they're not huge, charges but you still, 14,000.
I think that's really interesting, because as I say, people still can't quite work out the best way of doing it, so it's
But I think that when you've got that, you then got to go back to government and say,
I want to make sure I've got the details. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to write the name down in case. Yeah, no, that would be great to catch up. Definitely. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, let's for lunch or coffee or something. Great. Because I think it's really difficult to say who need to do 5 days of age assurance. It's phenomenal, isn't it? The amount of people working in this sector. But also, so much of it is potential. So I think it's really good to kind of see where we're heading and understand that we can push that with our global companies. And then, where's that cost there?
Whereabouts are you based? I might ask you. You are done it. Yeah, lots. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the same for our brand, we want to be able to sell our product to the right people. We don't want to market or try and sell to people that might need to buy our products for sale. But also, it has to be a good experience. Make sure that, working with the platforms that you've got great assurance in place. Exactly. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. No, exactly. And I think, again, it's about changing the social norms. Where, you don't mind, as we get older, we get onto it. Oh, I've been asked for around here. But, again, it's not unusual. Challenge 25 and stuff is not unusual. I think now, you're absolutely right. When someone goes to finish your takeaway from Uber Eats, it's got online, they will check it.